Hi everyone, answering our first question ever from our patron Alex today. How do you write the lyrics? Do you have a process for the lyrics? And how do you come up with the lyrical themes? So this is Ryan Probert speaking. I was the main lyric writer on Shanghai by Night. So I'll talk you through my process. The normal approach when writing songs, or at least the one I'm most familiar with, is you write the music or at least the basic material of the song and then put words to it. Sometimes it is done the other way around. People write lyrics in the song, though this is much rarer. I believe Night Swimming by R.E.M. is an example of that, and if I recall correctly, it's the only song by R.E.M. where they wrote the words first. So I do this first approach like most songwriters, but I often will start out with one lyric, one image I want to carry a piece along. When I think of sort of great lyrics, I think of Stephen Foster, who's one of the original, most well-known songwriters, probably the earliest to write in kind of anything near a modern vernacular of a song. And there's this lyric that keeps coming back in a lot of his songs. It's in Hard Times and other songs, is this pale, weeping, drooping maiden, which is this kind of haunting but fascinating image you always get in his songs. So I think, like a lot of things in the artistic process, having something like a lyric that can get you a foothold into how a song might sound and develop is really useful. Something I'm really interested in and something I really want to do in Shanghai by Night was create a sense of place. I lived in Shanghai. Shanghai is a really remarkable city, and like a lot of cities, it's a place of extreme contrasts. It's a place that developed so quickly and has such a rich history, it constantly surprised me. It felt constantly in flux and constantly like you were missing something if you looked away. I took hundreds of photos of Shanghai whilst I was there, and I think one of my biggest regrets was not working out a way to incorporate more into the music video. It was also a place of difficulty too, immense claustrophobia, pressure, and fear. Stories would filter through of foreign prisoners, and perhaps most memorably Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig, two Canadians detained in seeming retaliation for the house arrest of Meng Wanzhou, the CFO of Huawei. So despite being a place that was my home and is still incredibly close to my heart, there was always this tension. I wrote this song in a lot of ways to examine that tension, and also with the knowledge by writing this song I might never be able to go back. So I generally write the first lyric, then I write an outline melody. I normally put in a MIDI sax to the part. Once I write the lyrics, I adjust the sax melody to fit the word. It's a pretty straightforward process. In terms of the actual words, the writing, I'm really preoccupied with creating a sense of space. With Shanghai by Night, I really work to evoke the imagery of the city. I'm less interested in trying to be meaningful and more interested in creating work with an atmosphere from which they can derive their own meaning. I think this extends beyond the lyrics to the music too. It's a really strangely compelling thing. I spent a lot of my life travelling and identifying features small and large, and then expressing them as music is really cool to me. One image I specifically tried to conjure was with the line, "People charge through the Cherenkov air." The Cherenkov effect. It's caused by high-velocity particles, and it is associated with dangerous radiation. Shanghai was this high-velocity city. If you ordered food, it was time to the minute. If it was late, you got a refund. The city also had this glow, this artificial light mixed with pollution, a sign that this air wasn't entirely safe. I think engaging with and making sense of the numerous experiences I had in Shanghai was really important to me. While I was in Shanghai, I visited the Propaganda Museum, which was one of the most affecting experiences. The material from the posters inspiring the chorus, I didn't realise it was so associated with David Bowie, but I used David Bowie's quote-unquote cut-up technique. I've heard it called Western Tarot before, but I took images portrayed in those posters in the museum and then cut them up and randomly ordered them to create the lyrics for the chorus. I think the most important thing for you as a songwriter or musician to do when writing lyrics is to find a way in, or even when you're thinking about writing lyrics, how do you find a way into writing them? How do you make a start? That's the most treacherous moment in the journey of making a song, is the starting point. It's where the song can go wrong, or it's where the song could just never go anywhere. I think once you have an image, once you have an idea that you take forward, the song flows out more naturally. Thank you again, Alex, for that really wonderful question, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next one. Thank you very much.